little bit.
You couldn't see right there. I'm getting impatient by the second.
Well, I wear glasses now, dog.
I saw that. I saw that one time.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not an absolute requirement, but it definitely helps. I won't lie.
What is it? 0.75?
No, it's like 0.5. I gotta double check. It's like 0.5 plus 0.5 minus, or it's 0.25. It's pretty low.
Listen, dog.
But
if
it
you're
helps.
0.25, you're a pussy.
It helps because you know what it really helps for is like shit like this, like if like this small font.
Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
I don't think either or. Like I just noticed that it's the same whether it's close or far. Like it only is when it's like really really small like font or things that I need to look at is where it helps. So
what is the other one called?
Astigmatism. Yeah. So mine is like very 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 mild. I don't really have much of it.
You'll know 2020 always.
Nice. Well, that'll change.
32 years old.
Keep looking at your phone. That'll change.
I mean, it's not that bad. I think for me, it's just genetic because my mom and dad both
genetics, but it's also environmental, right? Like your parents were your parents, but they didn't have phones back. They weren't fucking doing this on TikTok for fucking 20 hours a day.
TikTok.
You do it on Instagram.
No.
So yeah, you don't look at your phone.
7 minutes.
Yeah, get the fucking pull up your fucking show us
receipts.
Show us the fucking screen time.
Show us the receipts.
So,
I think I'm at like 4 hours or something.
Dude, it's not a critique. It's not a critique. It's just like everybody goes through it. It's like we got between phones and like having to work on a screen. Dude, it's fucking inevitable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like between having to work on a computer for 6 hours a day. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Seriously.
Honestly, fuck you.
But yeah. What are we the fucking say right now?
Yeah, dog. Jinx, I get your next paycheck.
Jinx, you fucking owe me something else. I can't say on camera.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, the one was made extra strong just for you, buddy.
If you get married to your high school sweetheart, she's not gonna have the same offsprings as you, so you have to be careful because if you're one of these guys, you're like top 1%er of 1%ers. And you want your kid, like the goal is for your kid not to be happy, but to be successful. You got to be real careful who you shagging with, man. Can't be fucking Janice from fucking Cleveland, Ohio. It's got to be.
There's a lot of these like montages. I don't know which one you could.
Just pick one. Pick one with LBJ. Put it against the thing.
Play Houston or Minnesota, and Denver will play the other.
And then we'll have if we take care of business first round, we play San Antonio second round. Well, OKC in the West Conference Finals.
Yep. You seeing it come together?
We see teams that aren't as talented as another team get hot from three and win games all the time in this league. If you add to that the fact the team that's not as talented has one of the greatest players in the history of the league who is still playing at a level that I believe to be the best player in the series, and they're at home, of course they can.
Went through a lot of postseasons with that man. You probably did have some times where the world was counting you guys out, whatever the case may be.
Down 3-1.
My favorite were from the one, I don't know, do you remember the lockout in 2011? Everyone was posting mixtapes because they were just doing like these park whatever. My favorites, I got a couple. The John Wall mixtape and the KD mixtape from the lockout were crazy.
How crazy is it that the Lakers are missing 2 white boys, and that's the game changer? Like, what world do we live in now? Basketball, everything's upside down. Women are men, men are women. Iran's getting attacked, but then there's a terrorist. we got Zionist Iranians fucking cheering on Bibi Netanyahu.
Crazy.
Thank you, Daddy Bibi.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy world we live in. But honestly, I took a poly market fucking for LeBron.
Which one?
LeBron winning the Rockets over the Rockets.
Oh, that's how much you get in on?
It's not much. It's like plus 7.5.
That's not bad.
Yeah, plus 7.5.
It's crazy because like who would have thought that without Doncic?
Well, if I got it now, it would have been more, but it would have been less favored. But at the time, they thought they were going to lose right away, so it was just plus 7.5.
Do you think he's got the legs to make it through a full 7-game series?
No, but he's got a good 5er on him.
So if they clean him out 4-1, he's good.
He can clean him up 4-0 if he really puts his mind to it.
Damn, dude.
You put some spray paint on the hairline and you get on there like you're 20.
Remember when somebody
LeBron?
posted that? Was it KD who had the no, it was Boozer.
It was Boozer, but it was also Jason Tatum.
Tatum, yeah.
Tatum
Yeah,
also had a wacky
spray paint fucking hairline.
Okay, I can listen. If you got a comb over, you put some product in your hair.
That's different.
Sure.
That's different.
But if you're putting straight up paint, dog, it's time to ascend.
And we're not talking about the fibers. We're talking about actual, just like, may as well just be black spray paint.
Bro,
That's
you're
raw.
sweating, and I can see it. It's 4K TV, my man.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy.
That
like,
is crazy.
how can you go to the club after that?
That's crazy.
Like, oh, baby, I love the way you look. It's like, dog, I saw your hairline on the big TV. Jesus.
I saw you bleeding your hairline.
Just shave. What's the fucking?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You're already halfway there. It's nuts. But yeah, I honestly think if there was that Epstein email that went back and forth and it said, these are one of the ones I don't know if I believe, but it said that the Lakers are going to be 2026 champions.
You saw that?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. That's crazy.
There was a little Epstein email, but I don't know if that was someone made it.
Yeah. Someone decided to make it, put it in like, oh, Epstein files.
Yeah. They know. They knew everything.
And the best part is like after the things happen, you'll see someone like, they predicted this.
Yeah.
It's some like edited bullshit.
Bro, you could literally go to ChatGPT and make
100%
new things and edit it. You don't even have to know fucking Photoshop anymore. But
how often are you using AI in your work, at work, for whether it's for emails or fucking, I don't know, communication or just random bullshit?
Say like an average of like 20 times a day, something like that.
It's not bad.
Why? Would it be?
No, just curious. I'm just like no, like I use it a little bit. I don't use it, I think, enough. I could probably be using it more. I'm using it for like random bullshit where it's just like I use it in place of Google. Like if I wanted to look a company up or like a technology that I'm not familiar with, I like instead of Googling it, I'll just look it up on.
So there's an interesting thing I do. There is I don't want to give shout out to anything, but there is something that combines all of the AIs, and it's an app, and you can literally it has one search box. And there's multiple versions of this.
Some browsers have this.
Yeah. You have multiple search boxes. One search box.
Yes.
And when you search that, it goes through Grok and whatever, and you read through it. So I think with the last, 6 to 8 months or 10 months, I've been kind of using that.
Yeah.
And it's helpful with anything. Like, honestly, just like summarize this. Like, tell me what this is. And I firmly believe if you do it correctly, you have a little bit of Adderall in you or something, like just a little C-Max, coffee, whatever. You're in the morning. If you have it, like, you could have a really good productive hour on that shit.
Oh, yeah,
just
I believe
find out a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And the nice thing is like, if you go to the gym and you're just doing cardio or whatever, or you just going for a walk with your whatever, bro, you could talk to it and it'll just talk to you back.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're just basically listening to an audiobook at that point with all the little things you want to figure out. So like a few times I've done like, what's the relationship between inflation and like GDP and different things, right? And then it tells you and you're like, damn, like this is good. I don't know how much that's going to affect all jobs. I would imagine for a lot of jobs that can be automated, it'd be good. But there's I think two things are going to happen with AI. One is a liability thing where companies are going to be concerned about liability.
Well, that's why I asked you, because we actually, on our work computers, we have access to ChatGPT. That's the only one we're allowed to use. But it's a filtered, it's like I forget what the exact terminology from a tech space, but it's its own bubble. So when I go to OpenAI on my work laptop, it's in the Parker environment. So it's got a header and it's got all that stuff. So we've been instructed to follow our IT training as far as like confidential document uploads and that sort of stuff, and be mindful of what you are uploading from a proprietary view. But otherwise, we're free to use it it's so new for the company that no one's really utilizing it too much. I was talking to some of the IT guys, and they're like, one of the guys was like, dude, I'm retiring like this year. Like, I'm too old for this shit. Like, I don't. Yeah, he's like, if you find anything interesting that you think is like worth sharing with the team, he's like, do it. But he's like, I don't. He's like, there's some guidelines from corporate, but it's very service level stuff because no one's really explored it too much.
I think the only issue it can backfire on the people would be if it's in a space of conserving what people are doing and thinking, kind of making lines, because as far as you guys are concerned, like they track you, They track what you say, what you search.
100%. Well, yeah, that's the thing, especially more with our work stuff, the way that they have it all, phones and computers. They've been very open about it. They're like, yo, everything's tracked. like just understand that if you're using your work laptop, your work phone for anything, like anything you search and whatever will not like, I want to sound like a cop, like can and will be used against you in a court of law, but anything is up. It's not private essentially.
Yeah.
So.
And the bigger
that's
the company
fine.
you work for, the more it's like.
Yeah,
that.
but what I'm saying, like that's fine. Like I knew that going in, so it's not that big of a concern. But what I was just asking you earlier, why I asked you, because I feel like I'll probably start using it more for like work stuff, where it's like templates or like sale promos or stuff that I don't need to go to marketing for. I can just make up on my own.
Though. One thing I noticed is like I have all the pros, so it's like it's just one fee, and it actually came from Rogers.
Yeah,
I had a deal from Rogers. He gave me like a bunch of Netflix, Disney Plus,
sure.
And then this thing, and then one thing I noticed is like the quality is not always that good, even on the subscription.
Right.
Sometimes I read back what it's saying to me, and it's off. Like it changes the whole
That's
subject,
yeah.
or it didn't really understand what I'm saying, and I think there is limitations for it.
For sure.
Yeah. As far as like these publicly traded companies, like I don't know if you ever heard what Sam Altman had to say about OpenAI. They're like, we're not trying to make revenue. We're trying to make like an API and
AGI.
AGI. And we're hoping this AGI knows how to make money. And the whole crowd fucking laughs because it's like, if you say that at a publicly traded company level, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of interesting.
It is interesting. And so so anyways, I was just curious about your own stuff.
What about that? What were you gonna ask me about that fucking housing shit?
Oh yeah, no. I started following this guy on Instagram, and I think he's a locally based builder. He's brown, of course, but he's like he's like Canadian type brown, not like brown.
Party guy.
Yeah. And his whole thing is just talking about. He shares a lot about how he builds houses primarily.
Yeah,
that's what he gets into.
Custom homes.
I think you might even get to like multiplexes. I think from what I can see, I haven't explored. This is very new. I literally started following last week. But he was one of the posts that was interesting that I was listening to was he was talking about this concept. I think we even discussed in an earlier podcast where it's subdividing a lot and building independent, like detached homes on them essentially. And I don't know if you know anything about that with regarding like zoning and stuff and how you have to get into all that. Like how much work is truly required in that? Like, is it even worth doing if you find like 3 or 4 other guys be like, yo, let's do this? Is that?
I don't know about detached homes. And the reason I say that is because usually a lot is attached to like utilities.
Yeah.
And these utilities are only split per lot for Fortis, Hydro, whatever.
Yeah.
Telecommunications to a certain amount of like zoning bylaw.
Okay.
Right. So right now, like if you get a 10,000 square foot lot, what you could do is get a few guys together, maybe a guy within those few guys that can build.
Yeah.
Then what you would want to do is do essentially like a 6-plex, which you can do.
I was going to ask you, so are we now allowed to build like 4-plexes and 6-plexes like they have out in like Montreal and stuff?
Most of the time, yes.
Okay.
Most of the time you're allowed that, which, at these prices, you could build a place for $750,000 per plex.
Yeah.
6 plexes and then sell each one for like $1 million. I mean, that is a possibility.
Which is easier to do because then at that point, it's just, you don't have to worry about multiple junctions for, like I said, for hydro stuff because it's all
calculated enough, right? Because they allow
I'm saying it's also one feed. So like, just like a townhouse, like it's 1 feet of gas. Exactly. 1 feet of electrical, and then from there you split.
Yes.
Versus if it's detached, it's like 4 independent. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing is there's zoning bylaws as far as like if you have independent, you need outdoor space.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
How big of a spot can you get? And then also when you can get big spots like places like Anmore, right? Then you have like landscaping issues where you can't cut down certain trees,
right? Because
it's like 100-year-old tree, and they're like, we're not going to cut that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So there is restrictions within that, but that's not the hardest thing. I think the hardest build in British Columbia is either some ICI like humongous, new St. Paul.
Yeah, sure.
Hard to build, right? Warehouse is not that hard, but at a smaller level, I think low rises are harder to build than high rises.
Interesting. Why would you say that?
Wood frame has a lot more fire stopping.
Okay.
Way more. There's like $1 million to $5 million worth of fire stopping that happens on a low rise level that doesn't happen on a high rise because it's cement.
Yeah.
Cement. Like, go burn it down. Good luck.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
This isn't 9/11. These aren't Twin Towers. They're not gonna burn from
There's no jet fuel in here. Into a gym. I think like there's like 2 girls and like a bunch of guys. You walk into a gym and the lights are off and the lights turn on, and homie's there on the bench and he's like dead, right? Like he's like pretended dead with like the bar on his neck, and it's just like one plate on each side, and then he's like, oh shit, oh damn, and the guy's like, yo, call please. Like, yo, hold on. He starts stacking more plates. 4 plates on each side, and he's like, yeah, now you can call him. He's like, yeah, fuck, he was benching like 400 for like 20 reps. He's got a horse cock.
That's a good friend.
Exactly. And then in the comments like, yo, this is what you need.
Listen, if I die,
do I just hit this?
Yeah, if I die and you find me dead, shitting in my pants,
bro, I'm gonna stack.
Shower me and put a tux on. Right? Don't let me die out there. Don't let them find me with fucking shit all over myself. It's fucking wild. I was gonna show you the other one. Actually, tastes like the other one tastes like aloe vera. That's
interesting. Reminds you of those aloe vera drinks.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
On that note, actually, like something really sad. Another post that I saw. It was a vlog of a barber, I think somewhere in like LA or something, and he's driving and he's like, or going over to give my homie his last haircut.
I seen that.
Fuck, man, that was
wild.
I was expecting it was his last haircut to go somewhere to do. I don't know what I was thinking in my head, but I was not expecting him to be literally cutting his buddy's dead body's haircut. That was crazy. But it makes sense. Like, if you're dressing the person, of course you're gonna cut their hair, right?
We all gotta go, man.
Fuck, man.
You know what? I the only thing I've ever taken from religion was something along the lines of this: when people die, they don't go; they just ascend to some other place, another space, right? And when you die, then you ascend. So that kind of takes the fear that people have of death. I think this fear is weakness, man. It can be crippling.
Yeah, it's some people, when they look at it that way, it can definitely freeze them. For some people, it actually almost is the opposite, where they have this notion that their time on Earth is so finite and there's nothing beyond, that they need to get stuff done now. That almost the point of like an exaggeration, where they're like, oh shit, like they're just a bit. They're almost. I don't want to say they're too productive, but they're too worried about how little time they have left. So they're trying to get it all done now, essentially. So they sometimes lead a bit more of a stressed life.
I don't think death is. Someone said it best. It was like, death is among us. Whether you're being born or you're about to take your last breath, it's like it's there.
It's
part of, if you believe in religion, it's part of God, man.
Yeah, well, it's
he brings you here and he takes you away.
I saw another really interesting quote. It was by a bishop recently, and
before you hit that quote,
sure.
Hit that 5, 6 times. Let's get silly here.
Relax.
Come on, man. Come on, dude. What are you waiting for?
What do you know what I'm waiting for?
Come on. He told me. He called me one time and he said, listen, Hector needs to just hit the vape pen. Hit it a few times. Wonder about your life. What's going on? There you go. Now you're living.
What's the left, right? Oh, you can pick which one.
Yeah.
So you can't do both at the same time.
You can. You put it in the middle. But the left one's not working for some reason. Or the right one, sorry.
Oh, interesting.
I think it just, I gotta clean it up a little bit more.
Could be.
These things are like flimsy as fuck, man. They're bipolar, like.
They're not made to last.
Like bitches.
They want you to come back. Like, what do you mean? Like, why would they want to just give you one for life?
Oh man.
Anyways,
I had this video I wanted to share. It was one of the best movies I watched. I would put it up there with The Sopranos, the TV show.
Sure.
Godfather, trilogy. And it wasn't a trilogy, but it was.
What is it?
I just want you to hear it
first. Sure. This is from Bronx Tale.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
Worry about yourself, your family, the people that are important. Care if I'm going to end up dead or in jail anyway. Nobody cares. The only thing that matters is what's good for you and how you feel about each other. It was just like Sonny said it would be. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. There were flowers all over the place. Gangsters have this thing about flowers. They think whoever sends the biggest arrangement cares the most.
You know,
Beautiful, man.
The kid at the end there who's voicing it, he went to jail in real life.
Good.
The actor.
Good. For what?
I think he murdered somebody. or like
Boy.
attempted.
Boy.
That was like the only movie he really ever
Who's
made.
that guy that plays Sonny?
He's done a lot. He's been
He's
in
one
all,
of my
he
favorite
was,
actors. I don't know what his name is.
He was in all the like he was in Casino. He was in all like those
A lot.
movies. Yeah, he was in a lot of them.
You know
I don't
what?
remember his name.
If you
Don't
were
remember
an
his name.
actor, it'd be sick to be playing those mafia roles. That's like the ultimate.
The peak time for that was in the 80s and 90s. People were.
Well, this
watching.
wasn't in the 80s or 90s.
No, it was 90s.
No,
that
this
was
was like 2000s.
Nope.
No way.
No, it was 90s. That
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
De Niro was hella
that's right.
young.
It was like 94 or something
Yeah,
when
yeah,
that was
yeah,
made.
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, no, it was,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Honestly, like one of those movies you watch is dude, and like you're just like, man, if I was gonna be a bitch and cry, this would be one of those times.
But it's interesting because if you remember the movie, you remember the part where De Niro's character actually confronts
Yeah.
Sonny. He goes and he's like, "Stay away from my son," right? He's like, "Yo, I treat that kid like he's my son." He's like, "But he's not your son, right?" He's like, "He's my son," and he's like, "I mean, no, I'm good. He's like, "I don't mean no disrespect.
Hit the
I'm
right
done.
side.
I'm
Hit the
done. I'm
right
done.
side.
I'm done. I'm done.
Hit
I'm
the
already
right
feeling
side.
it. I'm already
Just
feeling it."
one time on the right side. It's just aloe vera.
This is retarded.
Dude, it's gonna go cold. Come on.
I can kind of taste it. It tastes more like
Zucchini or something.
yeah, it tastes
Yeah.
like a fucking cucumber.
You like that?
It's like a cucumber
You know,
drink.
that one's actually I got it on discount, but it was the most by far the most expensive shit.
You really?
Yeah.
Got it from some kid in Taiwan.
You wish player.
You ever seen remember the quality test where the kids are just fucking, they're just huffing fucking 20 in a line. They're just fucking crazy. But yeah, and the when he confronts him, he tells him, he's like, yeah, Mike, he's like, he threw away his Mickey Mantle baseball card. And he did, and he's like laughing. He's like, oh, did he? That's because it was off that quote. He's like, nobody cared. He's like, yeah. He's like, come on, man. He's like 10 years old. Like, you got to let him have like a life. He's like, yeah, but I told him about real life. So it was interesting seeing the dynamic because the son, the real father was like, listen, man, like he's a kid. Let him be a kid for a bit. And the other guy's like, no, but I'm giving him like life advice. And it's interesting seeing that interaction because people are like that. Some people believe it like one way. Some people are like the other way.
I think both are correct.
I think so too, but it's a personal choice how you want to raise your own kids, right? But it's,
no, I get why a father would be like, yo, don't raise my kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You're overstepping. Makes sense. But truly, if you watch that movie, there's not a lot of people that actually care, and the whole story behind that is he did care.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Yeah.
Nobody cared about him, but he did care for this kid.
That's right.
He didn't get anything out of it. He got some kid that he put some time into, which is fucking rare, man. Like
no, it's true, man.
You know, you sometimes the biggest mafia guys, biggest gangsters have the biggest hearts, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean, at the end of the no, it's not, because at the end of the day, everyone's human and they go through the same human emotions, regardless of what path things took you in life. When somebody looks at it from the outside, they might think it's kind of fucked up. They're like, oh, how could this guy be this way? Like, well, things that he does, but people are still gonna hurt, smile, cry, do whatever the same way that you and I are. It's just it might look weird because there's other things associated with them that are not associated with you, but that doesn't take away from those basic human experiences. So
100%. I got one last video.
Hit me with it.
Studies where they closely correlated how high a man's testosterone levels were within the natural range and how truthful a man was. Men are not encouraged to tell the truth most of the time because
So you're more likely to tell the truth. Is that what it's trying to say?
Yeah. So there's essentially they're trying to make. I don't know if this is true, but they're trying to make the argument where the higher testosterone level you have in a normal range. So this excludes like the bodybuilders and whatnot. Generally, you're more enticed to say what's on your mind for it to be true because that's what you believe in, or whether if you might think, oh, the KKK is the best.
Sure.
You might say that, but someone who is lower in testosterone, they would probably either not say it, refuse to say it, or say it in a different way where it's not so like obnoxious in front of people, right? In society. What are your thoughts on that?
I could see the urge being there.
Yeah.
But even if you have, this higher end of test or whatever, do you want to get, boil it down to that basic hormonal stuff? I could see certain guys in that range still thinking about how they're going to respond to situations. Like the urge might be that it just like say whatever, but they might realize that because they're smart or whatever. And they're like, okay, does it make sense to do this every time or whatever? But I could see that urge being there to just be like that.
Yeah.
And probably earlier in life, that's probably what all that they did.
Early in life, dog, I'm 32. I still do this.
I
blurt shit out people don't want to hear.
Yeah, well.
All the time. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That's some of your quote?
Nobody cares. Man. That's the best. Let's put on some.
I got it. Okay, ready?
Yes, sir.
No matter where you go, there you are again.
Oof. You can never get away.
Nope.
From what is coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's end it with this shit right here. I got some. I don't know if they're gonna be able to hear it, but we'll be able to hear it. Come on, dog. Help a brother out with this.
I think I think it should work.
Hopefully it works, man. I'll just put it up right here. We're out.
Peace.